Honda, Mir unfortunately cleaned out his teammate in the sprint.
That's
Uh,
teamwork, baby.
very apologetic.
Teamwork.
uh,
Exactly. That's
They
teamwork,
want
man.
they want they want those concessions still. That's what it is.
Yeah, he was
well, I mean,
he needed to take him out in both races, not just one.
right. I was gonna say.
Yeah,
Exactly.
they don't want to make it look obvious. You just do it in the sprint.
Well, they're moving up to C from D, which is good for Honda. I wasn't sure if Luca was going to make it. They were very happy. It seemed like the factory guys are going to be doing less testing, and that's a good thing because they move up to C. Is that good? Is that a good thing to be testing less?
I mean, I feel like you should just be on a bike regardless, just to keep your skill level up. I mean, as far as like going hard in testing, I brought it up before. Is like I don't know why they have like the top riders testing. Well, I don't know how hard they go in testing, but just risking yourself to get hurt before the season starts. So like, I know you want to test just to feel things out, but like how far do you go with it? But yeah, I think they should still be involved, but like how much?
Gotcha. All right. Lewis, what's your thought on that? Riders not going hard in testing. Is the mechanics not going hard in testing either? What's the deal? What are you thinking of Honda and their concession getting moving to C? And also, is it a benefit when the factory guys can't get on has to spend less time on the bike?
No, I mean, as a rider, I want to spend as much time on the bike as possible. I want to keep constantly trying to make advances because I'd rather do it myself than have a test rider try to make changes to a bike that they're actually not going to race in. As the actual guy racing, I want to be the one working on the bike, testing it and everything. So for me, moving from D to C or C to B makes no sense because you get more to do as a D ranked concession. You get more tires, you get more events, you get more actual riders racing on certain tracks. They can actually race on any GP track.
Mm-hmm.
So you can actually go to a track that maybe you struggle with and try to find something at that track. There's other things you can do. And moving from D to C, like the biggest thing you lose is that private testing is allowed on any track by the racers. So you're losing, for me, I think you're losing one of the best concessions that the D rank has is your actual riders can actually go and do actual testing on tracks that maybe they struggle and give actual feedback as to what they need for the bike versus your test rider goes out there, thinks they're putting together whatever they have to put together. And then when it comes to the actual GP riders, they're like, oh, this doesn't work for me anyway. I think Honda should have had the guy who put the gas in Bagnaya's bike come over and be like, hey, how much gas goes in his bike? And let him fill the tank up for Luca.
There you go. Reese, what are your thoughts, man? I don't know what concessions are like in the US and Motor America and stuff like that, but it would seem like, as you hear Lewis just mentioned, it would probably make sense for Honda to want to stay with that D concession so they can get more testing happening or be more productive with testing.
I mean, yeah, of course, you want to get as much production as you can. I mean, on the D side of it, if you're a D level, I mean, you get the free spec, you get free engines, you get as much testing as you want. You get to use any GP track as much as you want that you ride on. The riders still get to test, but they only can test on sanctioned test days, not private test days at any time. So that sucks instead of being where I could test at any time and put more, like Lewis said, give more feedback and set the bike up to where it's rideable and ready for me versus using a test rider and I'm kind of going off of his notes instead of my own. So as far as, with Honda, I mean, I'd have did just like a football, basketball team. I'd have tanked just to get to the D level, to stay there, and not move up. I mean, now you can't. You have an engine freeze. You only get, I think it was instead of 260 test tires, you get 200 tires. You only get from instead of it's man, it's enough. I would have just stayed at the D level just to get the concessions. The American it's not as not as technical as that. I mean, we do have concessions, but not nearly what the GP guys go through.
Gotcha. Okay. That's what's up. Before we get out of here, who's going to be Rookie of the Year next year? Top Rock or Diego?
Top Rack. That's kind of the silliest question.
No, man. Come on, man. It's not silly at all.
You didn't hear about him yet, did you?
What? Who?
One's on a Honda, one's on a Yamaha. So,
I mean,
I've got notes already. I've got notes.
All right.
Equally
They
shitty.
said he's took to the bike and taken to how to ride because you can't. He was like, you can't give as much front brake pressure as he does on the World Superbike stage. You can't do it. You got to be a lot smoother. But he's taken to it very well, and he's far more advanced than any rookie has come onto GP stage.
It's like a 27-year-old going to high school. I mean, I'm just saying.
It's like a 7 foot tall guy playing junior high school kids in basketball that are 5 feet tall.
Hey, you sure?
I don't know why he's dominating.
Yeah, it's not like he's 20 or 21. So he does have that age difference experience that, it does help.
It ain't my fault they took me late. That's their fault. Don't kill the messenger.
You were ready at 21.
It ain't my fault.
Even if I think he'll be the rookie of the year, but even if he's not the rookie of the year, I think come 27 he'll be the most significant rider in 27, just because he's got so much more history with the tires and with the way the bike works with those tires. I think that's people keep underestimating how significant that change is. When they went from Bridgestone to Michelin, it wasn't that significant a change because both tires are almost equally as shitty.
I was gonna say they complained a lot, but
yeah, but you went from like a really shitty tire to a somewhat kind of really shitty tire.
On 2008, man, Rossi loved them Bridgestones. What are you talking about?
Yeah, because he was getting a special set flown in right.
Just for him. He was getting a special set for that motherfucker.
He's getting that yellow band. But I think considering. I think the guys that are going to do very quickly, the guys that are easily adaptable, riders that know how to adapt riding styles, guys that are hard breakers are going to benefit more from the Pirelli tires. So your Marc Marquez's, even your Pecco Bagnaia's, like the guys that are like super hard on the brakes, they're going to benefit from the Pirellis. All the guys that are coming from Moto 2 are going to benefit from the Pirellis because they've already been racing in the Pirellis. But all these other guys that have only ever known either Dunlop or Bridgestone Michelin, those guys are going to have a little bit of a learning curve to get used to the change there. So even if he's not the rookie of the year next year, which I do think he's going to be the rookie of the next year, I think he will do very, very well in 2027. I think he'll be a rider to watch in 2027. And I don't think he'll stay on that satellite team much longer because if things don't change, I think there's going to be spots available at the factory level with Yamaha.
Right. With Quartararo going to Aprilia.
And Sideshow Bob.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true. What are your thoughts, PJ, on who's going to be Rookie of the Year? I mean, Diego does know all the GP tracks. So that is a plus where Top Rock is going to have a learning curve there. But what you're saying, Top Rock?
I mean, I'm not going to say that Top Rock being on a BMW for the first time at COTA and still putting down a time that, a lot of people can't do. So, I would say,
Pretty tight.
I would say, Top Rock, he's obviously the icon right now going into the season for, like, everyone wants to see what he would do. I mean, like, I think next year is going to be such a good year with him being a rookie and the rest of the season with Mark trying to repeat. So it's gonna be a good year, but I think you know, over him and Diego, they got to be Top Rock. You know, I mean,
Okay.
obviously Diego is you know, Moto Two winner now and going into Moto GP, but I feel like he would be learning the bike more than what Top Rock has to learn to start off. So
All
I feel
right. I
like
mean,
Top
listen,
Rock has an advantage, but
we've had
who
we've
knows
had
what testing they got going on?
yeah, we've had some rookies this year coming from Moto 2, been on the podium and even won races, man.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Gotta
yeah.
believe the hype. Gotta believe the hype for what I see now. So
Yeah, you
go
got
with
that's where
Top
it
Rock.
starts. It always starts with the hype.
Well,
What do you what are your thoughts?
there's only one rookie that's won this year. It's only been Aldeguer,
Aldeguer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and he's just happens to be on the best bike.
You know, Igura came close,
All
but
right.
he didn't win
Yeah.
in the beginning of the season.
Oh, remember he
Yeah.
had the cheat code
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
system also. So.
Yeah, so at least one. What are your thoughts, Reese? You saying Top Rock all the way?
I mean, I'm going to give it the Top Rack over, the next. Because just as you said, you got a 27-year-old coming in, the top. He's been there for a while, and then he's one that's the rarest breed that's kind of took coming from stunt riding as his dad, and he's had so much learning curve from Sir Foglu and everyone else. So I mean, he's kind of blended the lines together, and he's as my uncle would say, he's like an anomaly. He's one of the rarest people you can bring up. He's like one of the back in the days you call an alien. So I gotta give it to the guy. I gotta give it to Top Rack, man.
He's the Wimby of MotoGP.
Pretty much. A 7 foot wingsman and 7 foot guy. Yeah, that's him.
It's not even fun to watch. Not to say it's not fun to watch Wimby play, but it is like the 7 foot kid on the playground.
It is. It's not.
Yeah.
It's like it's just not fun. So I got to give it to him, man.
All right, no doubt. Well, we have some things planned for the. You have something to say, Louis, before we get out of here?
No, just one last thing about the EICMA show, because I was able to go to EICMA. There wasn't actually a lot of new stuff. Like there were a couple of innovations. The one thing that everybody seemed to be talking about was the CF Moto V4 SRRRR. I think it's got like 30 R's after the S.
Okay.
I got to see the bike up close. It is hideously wide. Like that aero package in front is not pretty when you see it in person. That is a big wide wing in the front. They did keep us about, I want to say 4 or 5 feet away from it. Like it was stanchioned off.
Mm-hmm.
But just from the distance, you can see that where it's not 100% where the European bikes are at in some places, it's really, really close, man. And this bodes well for two things. China, everybody thinks that everything that comes out of China is cheap. Not everything. A large majority is made out of Chinesium and the shit falls apart.
Mm-hmm.
But when they do want to make something good, they have great engineers. They know how to make stuff. They have the manufacturing capacity to make really, really great items.
Okay.
And if this is kind of a glimpse into what they can do as time goes on, I think you're going to end up seeing more and more CF Moto dealerships or dealers bringing CF Moto on as a brand, because they're able to bring bikes to the market that aren't just cool and have like great technology and everything else, but their price point is very competitive.
Yeah, it seems like they're doing what Ducati's doing, but the low end version. We're gonna make bikes for every category.
They're doing the Walmart Ducati.
Yeah,
like that's pretty much what they're doing. Like we're not Mercedes Benz, we're Kia.
Yeah,
but we're gonna make a really, really good Kia. It's not a Mercedes,
but
I test rode the 675R at
the CF Moto
Jersey.
one.
And when I went to Jersey, I test rode. Yeah, it's a quick shifter. And it was pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, like it's not like what you would really expect, but like it was solid. I can't lie.
It's not refined yet, but again, this is another little kind of like shot across the bow of the Japanese manufacturers that, you've got another player in the market. We're going to make a push to try to get into these because CF Moto has been expanding in third world countries in like the larger developing nations because that's been their bread and butter, under 150cc moped scooters and everything. But if this is kind of, again, a glimpse into what they're thinking of developing as they go forward, I think it's significant. One, because we need more affordable motorcycles that have a little bit more punch. If I have a choice between buying a $13,000 R9 or a $13,000 CF Moto that's going to outperform an R9, I'm going to buy a CF Moto. Or if a CF Moto V4 ends up being $13,000 and my choice is that or an R9, like, I'm going to buy the CF Moto. Like, I'm going to give it the chance.
You be in the back of them dance halls in the dark, huh?
Yeah.
them big things.
Gotta get,
I don't know about that.
You just gotta leave before the lights go on. That's all.
That's it.
Or you gotta drink yourself into darkness. You
better leave well before the lights come on, boy.
Either actual darkness or artificial darkness. You just gotta get to that point, man. And there is that fine line between liquor and I'm taking that thing home.
It's called a CF Moto.
That's a CF Moto, baby.
Man. So they also have the BMW coming out, the 450 adventure bike as well. Yep. That was there. That looks to be like a cool parallel twin.
Mm-hmm.
And
go ahead.
No, sorry, but also from what I've heard and been told, I have no loyalty to this brand. For any of the guys out there that wants the ZX14, Cowie is not announcing this shit, but this is their last year for the ZX14. They are not bringing it back no more. It is done.
Speaking of the bigs,
it is done.
They don't want to compete with the Booster no more. I see.
They are not even telling people. They just slowly bowing out. So
they got tired of paying the shipping for that big ass bike.
For those that want it, might want to go get it.
No doubt.